everybody, welcome back. Guess what we're talking about today? The last thing ever. Boat covers. Yes, they look like a mess now, but I will explain them later. Unfortunately, I couldn't film the whole process by process because I wasn't really expecting to come to my sister's house and sew today. I kind of just came to bum off the food. They were cooking something delicious, so they invited me over. So I was like, okay, well, might as well work on stuff while I'm there. Either way, I got the boot cover finished. It's not really a boot cover. It's kind of like this new thing I'm trying out. We'll see how it goes. So far, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it's going to work at the convention. Other than that, I want to mention something before I start explaining this whole stuff. Before, also the end too, it's always good to make a list of your costume. So literally you just be staring at the photo and be like, okay, start from the head, I need the wig, I need, you know, the chest piece. Apparently in Laharl's case, I need the chest piece done, you know, I need the bracelet, I need this, I need that. So just make yourself a list, just write that out, and then as you work on them and finish them, just cross them out. It will help you so much in the long run. At least for me anyway, it helps me so much in the long run. I didn't like forget anything in the process, because that would be a pain in the butt to finish, you know, to finish some of the stuff, and then you think you finished everything, and then bam, you just totally forgot something important from the costume. So it's always good to go down to the very details of the costume. Okay, yay! So we got the stuff right here. I actually finished making it at her house. So what I'm gonna end up just doing is explain to you how I did it. Because of, you know, obviously I can't go and make a new one because I don't want to. I don't have time. Either way, this is the extra piece from the short that I just pretty much cut up and used. I know, I saw the reference photo. Some photos, you see, another thing about reference photo is so many inconsistencies. Like, some photos are red and some photos are black. I decided to go for red because I have red fabrics to spare. So either way, the rim's gonna be painted black later, so no worries about that. Let me get the reference sheet really quick. Okay, here's the reference sheet. So here's this little boots here. See, like, this one looks red, not black, and then yet this one looks black. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna paint it black, and then under here I'm keeping it red. So screw it all. I don't care anymore. So this new thing I'm trying, and usually boot cover, I wouldn't call this a boot cover either, but usually boot cover would end up covering your whole shoes. In this case, I'm testing something out. I don't know if it'll work out or not. It depends on how it's going to go at the convention. So this is what I did. I find a pair of socks. Yes, this is clean socks that I got after Christmas, and they have after Christmas sales and all that stuff. So I got them for pretty cheap. I sewed the piece together and then I sewed onto the socks. See, and then what's going to end up happening is I'm just going to like wear the socks here. Like so, and then just put that, and then just velcro it, and I velcro everything, by the way, see, and then I just fold it over. Then I'm just gonna wear the boots like that, and it's not fitting. Well, actually no, this shoe is actually like perfect fit. So yep, and then see, the problem I'm encountering so far is these black under. So what I'm gonna have to probably do is hand sew these ends here to the bottom of the heels, probably, and hopefully it'll work out. Other than that, you know, just go down or something and just fold it over. And you see how this felt flappy? That's because of my fabric. But I'm going to have to probably end up having to get a needle and just like sew those on to keep it down. But yes, this will be painted black later. So after that, and then this has a little gold trims on it too. So no worry about it now. It's kind of plain stuff. But yep, that's my little plan. We'll see how that goes. See, and then you just take it off. So lazy. Either way, we'll see how that works out. But to how I make this piece is I pretty much just cut up a back of this, and this is how I measure, by the way. I take my feet and I wrap it around and I determine where that thing's gonna be. And I was like, oh, that looks about right, and then I just cut it. That's how I measure. So I take, you know, just like how I showed you in the sewing earlier, it's pretty much you take two pieces, you sew together, you flipped it over. So, probably can't see it here. Let me see if that has a hole in it. Probably not. But the point is, let's just say I sewed these pieces together in a square, so square, and then I flipped it over to the right side. So I got that. That's pretty much what I did here, as you can see, right? So you'll sew two wrong side together, flip it over, and then sew another line to, or seam to that. And then what happened is I just pretty much do the same to this patch, or this piece, and I attach it to this side, Velcro both of them, and just like that. And of course sew it to the socks wherever you want to put your little placement thingy. So yep, that's pretty much it. It's pretty easy. So like I said, it's not really a boot cover. It's kind of just like a more like an insert. I don't even know. So like I said, we'll see how it goes. I'll make an update video probably on the costume and how Fanime went and stuff after Fanime. So yep, that's it for the whole costume. The only few things I probably need to do now is, like, you know, paint the black on and just get in all those details and stuff, and that's when your reference photos and everything goes. I need to make a list, like I mentioned to you guys earlier, to make a list of all my costumes so when I pack I don't forget anything, hopefully. I'll cry if I forget anything. But anyways, thank you so much, you guys, for following me throughout this whole entire project. I know it's been long and painful for most of us anyways. I don't know if I'm gonna be oh, actually I'll probably do this project again with a different costume. I guess I can see, you know, let you guys vote and see what costume I should work on for my next convention, which is probably Dragon Con. I have a few costumes in mind that I want to do. One is, you know, Boa Hancock from One Piece. Another one for sure is Jasmine from Aladdin. So those are the two I'm kind of sure on. The rest of the costume I'm still kind of deciding. I think it's a 4-day con, so I'll probably have like 4 or 5 costumes. I don't know yet, but I'll keep you guys up to date on that. Other than that, thank you so much, guys, for following me throughout this whole time. So I hope you can get something out of this. My whole purpose of making all these videos is to help you guys, because a lot of time I get questions and I feel really bad when I can't answer them in text, because it's kind of hard to explain certain, you know, like certain things, like how to do stuff. So I figure it's just better just to like demo it, you know. So I hope it helps you guys. Let me know if, you know, you have any questions or anything. I will try my best to answer. I am not like a pro cosplayer or anything. I just usually try my best to do things that makes it seem easy and works out quite well. So whatever works for me, I hope it works out for you guys too. But yeah, I hope it works, and I'll see you guys in the upcoming projects or next video, whatever. So be sure to subscribe for future videos, and thank you guys. Have a great day. Good luck on all your projects in the future. Bye!